Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Knight here, and I am coming back at you again today, people, with a brand new Fortnite video. And in today's video, I'm going to be ranking my top 10 favorite epic skins in Fortnite. So you might remember my last video was ranking my top 10 favorite legendary skins. So here we're doing the epics, and the next video we're going to be doing the rares and then the uncommons. So we're just going down here. So if you enjoy them, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe. And also note, this is just my opinion. No one else's opinions are on here. So if your favorite skin's not on here, that's okay. But anyways, let's just jump right into it. Alright, so real quickly, everyone, before we get into the actual list, once again, I'm going to have to do a couple honorable mentions here. Precisely, I have 3. So this is going to go to Galaxy, the Rogue Agent, and the new soccer skins. Although in my case, it's the Tiki Tackler. So I think all 3 of these skins are actually really awesome. Galaxy is a little bit of an old skin, but honestly, really great one. All the Galaxy skins are pretty awesome in their own right. Rogue Agent is another bit of a classic for me. He is a little bit outdated though, and I figure he is quite basic, so even though I do really like him, I can't really put him above any of the other stuff on here. Same thing with Tiki Tackler. Typically, I'm not a big fan of the soccer skins. I think they're too sweaty, they're too overrated. But these new ones, as you can see in the gameplay on here, I actually think are really good and also awesome for combos. But anyways, with that said, now let's just jump into the actual ranking. Alright, so coming in at our number 10 position, everyone, this is definitely a very personal favorite of mine. This is going to be Burnout. This definitely is one of the skins I would say that is one of those ones that I really love, despite being so basic. I love the biker theme, and I just love the color scheme. You know, you got that like dark silver metallic color with the red. It's very clean, but also just a really, really solid skin. And I actually think it's actually, because of its basic nature, but combined with the really awesome color scheme, I would say that is, once again, great skin for combos. So it is old, admittedly, but it's still one that I really love to run a lot, even to this day. So, great skin, and he comes in at number 10. Alright, and then moving on to the number 9 spot. This skin is fairly new. Okay, it's actually like a couple seasons old by this point. This is going to be Mariana. Mariana, I'm not going to lie, when I first saw her leaked, I was so hyped for her. I actually just really enjoy that design. I love like the whole, like she doesn't have like a normal face. She has like that cool glowing thing for her face. Kind of looks like a skull, but not entirely, but it's still really cool. And then the effects of the lights and like the dark blue colors, it's like very neon. It's bright, it's a little bit wacky, but I really enjoy it. It's like a combination of wacky, like slightly wacky, but also pretty BA, if in my personal opinion. So a really, really cool skin, and it comes in at number 9. Alright, and then moving on to our number 8 position, we have my current second favorite crossover skin in the game. This is going to be the T-800. Man, dude, the Terminator, Terminator 2 is one of my favorite movies of all time, and I actually didn't even watch it until, like, recently last year. Like, that was literally the first time I watched it, and it blew me away. Both Terminator and Terminator 2 are just absolutely phenomenal films, and the T-800, you gotta love them. Now, unfortunately, I don't think they were able to get the rights to get Arnold Schwarzenegger's face on, so therefore you only have the endoskeleton. But personally, I think the endoskeleton is the coolest style for him anyway, so I don't really mind that. Just sick skin, love, like, you know, the shiny, the chrome design. Like, it's just a really, really BA skin from such a phenomenal movie franchise, and I love him, and he comes in at number 8. Alright, and now moving on to number 7. This is a little bit of a surprising pick maybe for you guys. This is going to be Sklexus. So, Sklexus for me, I don't know. I really just, like, I enjoy the design of him because it's like a ninja combined with like a snake skeleton theme. I don't know exactly, but I think it actually looks really cool. I love the, you know, I love the effects on him with the green glowing eyes. And then, not to mention his backlink is also pretty nice. Okay, just a very unique skin. And he's also pretty, you know, like, pretty clean, a little bit slim. Which, I know I typically don't care about the bulkiness of skins. But, you know, it is, I would say, an additional bonus for him. Just a really, really nice skin. There's honestly not all that much I can say about him. I personally, though, really, really big fan of him. I love rocking him. And he comes in at number 7. Alright, and then moving on to number 6. This is actually going to be Bash. Again, this might be a little bit of a surprising pick, but I actually am a really big fan of Bash, because, I don't know. Well, for one, I would say he's not an old skin, like, he's not like an OG skin, but he feels like that, and part of the reason for that is, I would say he's probably inspired by an OG like skin concept, because for anyone who's been playing this game for a while, you might remember there was a concept someone made where they basically did a recolor of the Raptors like clothes to make it blue and pink, and then they put the Rainbow Smash llama corn head on top of it. And that's basically what Bash is, but, you know, different and more unique. And personally, I would say it turned out really nice. And on top of that, they also gave us the dark style. So in a sense, you kind of get 2 in 1 here. Plus his additional other styles, although I personally don't use those. But yeah, a great skin. I love the idea. It's like, again, it's a little bit of it's like a meme skin combined with like a BA skin, and those I think are typically some of the best skins in the game, the ones that like combine the cartooniness of Fortnite with a little bit of like intimidation. So I love Bash, really big fan of him. I think he's a very unique skin, and he comes in at number 6. Alright, and so now moving on to the top 5 of our list. This is actually going to be a skin that I didn't like at first. This is going to be 8-Ball vs. Scratch, specifically Corrupted Scratch. Now, when I first saw the Chapter 2 Season 1 Battle Pass, I'll admit, the skin didn't blow me away. Okay, 8-Ball vs. Scratch, I was like, okay, it's alright, it's not terrible, but personally, not a huge fan. But then we started getting that Corrupted style later in the season, during, like, I think Christmas time, somewhere around that. And I was like, okay, that's cool, that's probably going to be my favorite style of the skin, but I'm still probably not going to rock it all that much. And then I kind of forgot about him, and then, like, a couple seasons later, I see him in my locker, and I'm like, okay, you know what, I'll use this. And then I completely forgot how cool it actually looked. It is such a cool skin, such a unique design. And I would say while the new Corrupted skins from that like bundle that came out a little time ago, I would say those are good, but this I would definitely think is better. Just it's clean, but it's also very unique. I love like the red cell shaded type of look, almost, if you want to call it that. I'm not exactly sure how you would define that, but it's really, really cool. Again, a very unique skin, and I especially love rocking it with the red and light style for the Eternal Shield. It just looks so cool. I'm just, again, huge fan of this guy, and he comes in at number 5. Alright, and now moving on to the number 4 position. This is going to be the Eternal Voyager, and in my opinion, this skin probably is the most deserving of legendary status out of everything else on this list. He might not be number 1, but I would definitely say he deserves to be legendary. I mean, like, he's clearly miles better than the Dark Voyager, yet he's only epic. I really don't understand that. But that aside, I still think very cool skin, some great color options. Okay, my personal favorite is probably the green one, but the blue and the red and gold one are also great. And then on top of that, you also have the basic, like, you know, standard style, you know, with the mask and everything. That looks really cool. Really, again, reminds you of the Dark Voyager. But then you also have the open style, where it shows like the kind of metal face robot thing. I really don't know. That also looks pretty cool. But then you have that final Eternal style. Oh my gosh, dude, that thing, it's amazing. And you have like the galaxy flame effects underneath. It just looks absolutely amazing. Huge fan of that. So much better than the Dark Voyager, and I'm actually quite a big fan of the Dark Voyager. Just such a great skin from such a great battle pass. Love this guy, and he comes in at number 4. Alright, and now moving on to the number 3 position. This is a skin that was probably my favorite epic skin for quite a while, but even though she has been surpassed, I'm still a really big fan of her. This is going to be Ember. Ember, honestly, again, I think she deserves legendary status. I don't care what people say. If you ask me, you could have taken her, made her legendary, add some upgrade styles. I think she actually could have been the tier 100 for Season 8, but even though she's not, I'm still a really big fan of her. Both of her styles, okay, the Knight style and the basic style, I think both of them look equally as good as each other. I personally prefer the Knight style, though. And also really great for combos, which is another bonus. I'm a really big fan of the theme. I love the like flame she has on her, like the flame effect she has on her hands. That looks really cool, and then also in her eyes. Just again, really cool skin. Actually kind of reminds me of Zelda, almost like a dark version of Zelda from Legend of Zelda, for anyone who's played that and has seen her. I don't know, but personally, again, just such a cool and very unique skin. I really can't think of any skins that are like that in the game. Like, we have had fire skins, but we haven't had ones that are specifically like her. So again, such an underappreciated skin in my eyes, and she comes in at number 3. Alright, but now we are at the runner-up, the number 2 spot. I was very conflicted on whether or not to put this on number 1 or number 2. But I decided to give this one to Condor from this season's Battle Pass. My favorite skin from this Battle Pass, easily. Love this guy. Again, I personally think he deserves legendary status, and I think he could have been a tier 100 skin. However, the one issue I have with him is the main issue I have with a lot of skins recently, and that is that you can't use his secondary variant as just a style. You have to do the built-in emote in game. That's a personal pet peeve of mine. I really wish they wouldn't do that, but you know, it is whatever, and it doesn't like necessarily ruin the skin for me. But even then, I'm still a really big fan of his secondary style. I don't really care for his base style at all, but that secondary variant, so cool, such a unique design. And again, I think that is literally, like, that could have been a tier 100 skin, in my opinion. Like, it genuinely could have. Okay, I love that, like, ninja, robot, assassin type of theme he has. I think from what I can tell from his description, I think he's supposed to be, like, you take a genie, but instead of a genie, he's an assassin, and he's from the future. Again, not exactly sure what he's supposed to be, but he looks completely, like, he looks sick. A really big fan of this guy, but unfortunately, because he has that built-in emote thing, I just couldn't place him above the number 1 spot, but also the number 1 spot is just that good. Alright, and speaking of the number 1 spot, we are now finally at the one that tops everything else on the list. This is actually going to be Thorn. Bro, Thorn, easily the best Valentine's Day skin in the game by far, and easily one of my favorite female skins ever. She's like up there, like top 3, like top 3, maybe 2, I don't know, but she is just such a unique design. I love like the effect she has with like her outfit, and then the mask. Her mask actually kind of reminds me of Majora's Mask for, again, Legend of Zelda fans. Just really cool. Both like 2 amazing styles. I definitely prefer the like darker purple one. Just a great skin. So underappreciated. Like, honestly, such an underappreciated skin. Very clean. I love rocking her. Just such a great skin, and again, I would say she deserves legendary status. I really genuinely believe I would have paid 2,000 V-Bucks for that. That is just such an amazing skin, and so underappreciated. Definitely people don't talk about this one enough, but I am a huge fan of her, and she comes in at number 1. Alright guys, that's going to be everything for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe. And don't forget to comment down below, how would you rank your top 10 favorite epic skins in the game? But that's going to wrap it up. I hope you enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.